Welcome, fellow recovery pilgrims. I'm Jonathan. In this recovery discovery session, I want to talk about boundaries. Boundaries in recovery can be defined as limits you put on yourself for your own good and health. In other words, restricting access to unhealthy choices. Everyone who lives sober has boundaries, and I hope to convince you that they really are for your good. So here are 3 ways that boundaries help you live a sober life. First, boundaries give clarity between what is good and what is dangerous. G.K. Chesterton once said, "Before you tear down a fence, it's good to ask why it was put there in the first place." Addiction trains you to go wherever you want, whenever you want, to do whatever you want. And the result of such a lack of self-control is terrible agony for you and your loved ones. Proverbs 25:28 warns us, "A man without self-control is like a city broken into and left without walls." Boundaries are like fences around your life, letting you know where it's safe and where there's danger. Secondly, boundaries teach you the benefit of saying no. You can choose to do unhealthy things. Your addiction has taught you that, right? But I hope you are learning that saying yes isn't always a good choice. God made us to reflect Him. He's holy and good. So in our sin-stained world, we must learn to say no to all that doesn't reflect God, all that is unholy and bad. Titus 2:12 tells us that God's grace teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. Healthy boundaries help us to know when it's good to say no. Finally, boundaries increase your potential power. Did you know that stronger boundaries actually increase your strength, not diminish it? Take water, for example. If you run water through a garden hose, it will be useful for keeping your plants alive, but you won't be able to wash oil stains off your driveway. But if you put that same water under greater pressure, in other words, you create tighter boundaries around it, you can make your driveway look brand new. The stronger boundary increases the water's potential power. This is what strong boundaries in your recovery can do for you, increase your potential power. And as a bonus, there's also greater peace when you live inside healthy boundaries. When was the last time you assessed your boundaries? Sobriety requires boundaries, so don't put this off. Take some time this week to think about where you need to establish boundaries and what existing boundaries need to be strengthened. Then, with some trusted allies, get to work building strong, healthy boundaries. Your sobriety depends on it. Thanks for listening. If you have a recovery discovery you'd like to share with us, please send it to recoverydiscovery@puresexradio.com or text it to 210-549-8748. And until next time, keep pressing on.